no game. This that CSG game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on a hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. All the shows spread fake news. We just call it a podcast. West Joey, Sam, Sean, Dalton. Ain't you know that boy hit you. He said he wants small fries. Tell him they better make him big. Yeah, you already know what we be on.
You bet. Here he goes. This place is gone.
If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Straight steal of home. The slide. The Cards win.
The magic is working tonight. How do you know it?
The emotional journey to the championship.
What is up, everybody? We are coming to you live from the Shoot 360 studios. Welcome to the longest running streaming podcast in the nation devoted strictly to the University of Louisville Athletics. This is the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast brought to you by Prime IV Louisville. I am your host, Jeremy Wallman. With me tonight, he is the women's basketball beat writer and football beat writer, and he's got a girl. It's the man, Sam Baisden.
What up, what up, what up?
Mind blown. Wonder if I shouldn't have said that publicly.
That's what.
That was the. Did you see what Sam did? He went, "Oh,
Oh,
oh." If you've seen the Kevin Hart thing, you get that. If you haven't, you gotta watch it.
Just dive right into it, right?
Yeah, just checking the bush.
Yeah,
Across from him, it's the big little brother. It's Joe Wallman.
acknowledge me.
And diagonally from him, you can find him on Bumble under the username Merkin Behind the Curtain. It's Sean Barber.
How's it going?
Merkin himself behind the curtain.
Hey, it's Schwan. Hey, don't forget the Mossy Oak chat line is open. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or however, send your questions below on social media. Yeah, Wes, Key's in the building. What's up, Wes? Yep, he's got it.
Sam has a water bottle.
Check on the graphic below on the right side to see where you can follow the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast on social media, and on the left side to see how you can help support the podcast monetarily if you would like to. Hit that thumbs up button while you're here watching on YouTube. YouTube is our preferred way of watching the show. Of you watching the show, we don't watch it. It helps us out more with sponsors. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube and Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live. Shout out to our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Four Pegs, Collision Course Crew Tailgaters, Cherry Pickin', Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House, Beckman's Fine Blades, and Josh Jarbo from Remax Realty. And not to forget our title sponsor, Prime IV Louisville. Speaking of Prime IV Louisville, at Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, they believe in the power of personalized health care. Their memberships are designed to provide you with the regular access to top quality IV drips and injections tailored to your unique needs. Discover the benefits of consistent wellness treatments and join the Prime IV family today. Your journey to better health starts here. Give them a call at 502-251-9836 and let them know Cardinal Sports Zone sent you. Let's hop right into the chat line before we go get into the meat of things. Our guy Robbie, good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Robbie. Appreciate you joining us. Gary Crump, what up, Jeremy? Go Cards. Again, Wes Keys with the yo, what's up, crew? Chris Curry, our guy. Blue Turds versus the Redbirds, a mission of attrition. I love that. Kind of, the theme of the night. We've got Merkin Behind the Curtain and a mission of attrition. And our guy Robbie said, what a great Friday night for high school football in our state. Yeah, I think Trendy knocked off St. X again. Our guy JT Haskins, what's up, JT? Go Cards. We got to have JT on the show sometime, man. Great dude. I appreciate him as always. Trying to get everything straightened out. Look, let's start off with, I don't know if you all read my ones to watch article this week. It was pretty lazy. It was pretty straight to the point. The Cats are averaging, who cares, points per game this season. They're easily the second worst team on the schedule, like we all assumed going into the season. They did have a rough patch, but pulled a few upsets out of their rear end to finish the season, whatever their record is. They've rushed for a total of, thrown for a total of, through the air in 11 games. They're averaging yards per game. Huh?
Said, oh.
per game. Their starting quarterback, no idea what his name is, has the following stat line so far this season. He has completed passes for percent. He's thrown who knows how many interceptions for how many yards, and with a touchdown. How many touchdowns with a long of just a bunch of question marks in my post this week. You can read it at cardinalsportzone.com. Riveting stuff. He is averaging who knows how many yards to the air per game this season. The offense has committed 1 billion turnovers. Receiving wise, and are leading the way this season on the ground, and lead the way on the ground. They average probably not that much as a team. Their defense is cheeks. They have accidentally sacked the opposing quarterback more than once this season. They have only allowed 1,000 rushing touchdowns this season. Probably their leading tacklers are and so leads the team with so many sacks and so many tackles for the loss. Special teams vary. Their punter is their MVP. To end this horrible segment, the Cards are 16-20 all time versus UK, including 11 road victories. Too bad this one is at home. Too bad we will have a skeleton crew. Too bad they're sitting at 5 wins. If they are victorious, it will make them bowl eligible. Whatever. I'm already dead inside. Segment 2. This sucks. Bell out. Lacey out. Running backs out. Moss is probable. We talked last week. We're going to praise. We didn't know that Bell wasn't going to play this week at that point when we did our show on Sunday. We were going to spotlight him and his records because he was like one catch and 30 yards away from being top 5 in every category. But he'll finish with these records with 2 games left. His career receptions 151. He was 2 behind 10th place. Going into this last game, and he would have had 2 games to pad these stats. So he had a chance to solidify himself top 5, which is really crazy seeing that he didn't play hardly at all his freshman year. He played sparingly his sophomore year. Just very, 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 very impressive. A single season, 72, tied for 5th place with Deion Branch. A single game, 12 catches, tied for 8th with AJ, Ralph Dawkins, Jamie Asher, Harry Douglas, and Lavelle Boyd. Receiving yards, 2,166. He was within like 75. He was 13th place all time with that. Single season record, 917 yards this year. That's good for 11th. Career touchdowns, 12. That was good for 17th all time. Definitely will go down as one of the greats, and didn't even play his first 2 seasons hardly. Shawan, can you and we'll talk about Louisville's team after halftime, but what is their the opposing offense? I know it's probably slow so that everybody can understand it, but tell us a little bit while I go through some of these chats. Let us know a little bit about not their special teams, but their offense.
I call it the crapola offense.
Crapola.
Yeah. It's basically run, pass, run. It's a lot like Scott Satterfield's offense in some ways.
Who?
Some guy he coaches.
You shut your whore mouth, Sean. We don't say that on this show.
but they do throw the ball slightly more than they did last year, but their offense it's not very special. It's just not. There's nothing special. Their offensive line's kind of meh.
Are you saying that their offense is the Schwan Barber of offenses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't score that much.
Wow.
Whoa.
That much.
At all.
Much.
Okay.
Yeah.
They score more than me.
Okay.
The that much part, they've already got you.
Yeah.
UK1, Shawan 0.
Shoot, that's like. But they're the same type of team they've always been. We know what they run. It's if you can stop the run, you're going to stop them.
Our guy Gary Crump, how are we feeling about RB4? You know what? We'll talk about that in the next segment. In a cool story today, y'all know that for my part-time gig, I deliver packages. I sling the D as in deliveries, and pulled up to this person's house today, and I'm walking up to and you always know when somebody's going to say something because they got that And she walks out the front door, and she was like, "My husband don't know you, does he?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. What's your husband's name?" And he walked out. He's like, "You and the guys do that show on Friday nights, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh my God, I just told him he didn't know who you were. I told him you were just the delivery guy." I was like, "Well, we can tell him to leave and we can talk about it privately, but no." No. So those moments are really, really
Didn't
cool.
happen. That part didn't.
No, you don't know. Because then when I pulled up I got done with my work for the day, and then went and picked up Teresa and Ashlyn and Jayla. Shout out to my nieces. We went out to lunch, and on the way back, I stopped at 7 Brew, and the lady there, when I pulled in, asked for my phone number. So I'm feeling it today.
Yeah, for your rewards.
No, no, no. Robbie Doe says so.
Well, for your reward.
Reward. Robbie says so. The local station doubled down on Isaac leaving and going to Texas on today's show. I don't know who he's talking, and I don't want to know who he's talking about because I definitely don't want to. But all I know is that when I talked to his family, they told me that as long as Louisville is willing to pay, which give him all of Duke's money, give him Kiwan's money, because those two guys are not going to be here next year anyway. They are both RB1s and are going to go to situations where they can play more. Like if you can, from what I gathered, if we're willing to pay him, he's not going to leave. So, Sam, tell us a little bit about the defense from that team down the road.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow up your riveting analogy.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I'll try.
I did my very least.
Your diatribe. Your filibuster.
You leave my diatribe alone.
So through what, 11 games this season? Yeah, 11. They've had about amount of interceptions. Nah.
How many did they have through 6 or 7 games?
That's a good question.
Really quickly, before he gets to this, and I hate to interrupt people. Oh, actually, I like it. But so I called to pay a medical bill off yesterday, and I called and I went to pay. I had got issued a new debit card because somebody had. I went the second year in a row. Last year, me and Joey both actually bought the same gift for Teresa for Christmas and never received it.
Yeah.
And that's because the company was a scam. We didn't know it. So I had to change my debit card then.
Yeah, it's off the TikTok shop where I got the one for her. So I figured it was
legit. So fast forward to this year, I found something I was going to get for Christmas, and I wish that would stop blinking. And sure enough, my debit card got stolen again. So I had to shut straight down. They sent me a new card. So the lady's like, "Let me have your card number." And I'm just going to make up the numbers. But it was like, okay. And I hadn't looked at the numbers before. I was like, all right, 5419. 5419. Oh God. In my head, I'm like, oh God. I'm like, 6767. She's like, I hung up on her. I called back in. I was like, I'm not doing this. We're not doing this. Oh, that almost looks like ball juggling, which would have been Sean's thing. All right. Sam, back to you. I'm sorry. That just.
Yeah, but where was that? Oh yeah, 3 games. They have about interceptions. 12 to be exact. But Ty Bryant leads the team with amount of interceptions.
That sounds so weird.
4. As I said, I'm gonna try to. Whoa!
I knew.
I knew.
But I could say they got about 24 sacks this year through 11 games. Yes, they play in the SEC, but I could care less who you play against. Is at the end of the day, it's man versus man on the offensive line, defensive line, DBs and wide receivers, linebackers versus running backs. We all know Kentucky's defense is usually pretty good. Their length, their athleticism, and they're usually pretty well coached. But it's rivalry week. I'm not gonna give them credit for anything. We should come out regardless of who our running back is, who our quarterback is, and who lines up at wide receiver. We have a better coach. We're playing at home. We will have the better quarterback regardless of who plays, unless it's me or Sean. Say that. And
I don't know. I think you could probably get Butter.
That'd be the only way Sean would get sacked
No, Sean sacks himself every night.
but
by somebody
I
else.
wanna sack you up. Sorry,
there are holes in this
copyright.
in this
Sack
this blue folk defense, and Vanderbilt exposed a lot of them last week or the week before.
Last
week. So look, I'm really impressed with their defense. I'm not this year. This should be a team that we beat. I don't know if we beat them handily like we did last year, but this should be a team that we beat regardless of who we have starting and who we have playing. The only thing that concerns me this year is their 5 wins. They need one more to get bowl eligible. And
But do they want to?
I
You
don't
think
know.
they really care
You might have those few people who do.
now that they're getting.
But you know how they do with their shenanigans pre-game, during the game, things like that. They like to muck it up as much as they can. So
Yeah, Chris Curry says UK will try to get our remaining rotation ejected early. They always do.
And that's the type of thing that
Hopefully we're disciplined
West
enough.
Keys through the flag on sack you up. I don't care.
Hopefully we're disciplined enough to not fall for it.
Major pause.
major.
Oh,
How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
How I Met Your Mother.
how'd you meet my mom?
But
You know that one song? It's like left, 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 right, left.
Well, that's a military thing.
So for mom, it's left, left, or right,
right,
right, right,
le,
right,
le.
le,
Not FT, just le,
le.
right.
Robbie says this is our state. Go Cards. Absolutely, Robbie.
it is. But like Joey said, I do hope if we're the more disciplined team, I believe that we are the most talented team. I believe I know that we are we have the better coaches. It boils down to us being focused, being locked in, and being more disciplined, because they will try things that.
Well, that was a Miller Moss reference.
We've seen in years prior where they have players that don't even intend to play, don't even dress up, go on the pregame workout and start
well,
stuff.
That's smart. They can bring me in.
Yeah. So, but
You ain't got to pay me.
this should be a game that their defense doesn't scare us as long as our offensive line is intact. I don't care who we have there behind center.
Hey, look, Braxton Jennings
He's capable.
he's good. Yeah.
I don't know that. I guess I haven't seen him play a whole lot.
From what I've seen of him, he's good. And again, like Sam was saying, if the offensive line plays good, he's capable of pushing the ball down the field, moving it down the field.
Oh
no!
no! There we go. Are we locked in? Sorry. How was Thanksgiving dinner? How was everybody's Thanksgiving dinner? I didn't have one yet. John?
It was good.
You went to Hoover's, right?
Yeah.
Not a sponsor?
Yeah, went there.
How was the food?
It was good.
Did you pick the ham, the turkey, or the fried chicken?
The turkey and the fried chicken.
Okay.
Dang you.
Sam, what about you?
Oh, wait.
Okay, yeah, let's go back.
You went to where?
Hubers.
That's the place over in
Starlight.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we went there one year.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
Mom likes to go there. We just took her like a couple of months ago, and it had fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, ever since Daddy Joe passed away and the kids took over the business, it's different. It's a different
But I'll also say that. So if you're the kind of person like Higgy, which by the way, shout out to Higgy and his ankles. We got to see a little picture of those during the Cincinnati game.
No, you didn't.
No, we didn't see him.
You didn't see his ankles?
No, I didn't.
He had his leg warmers on.
But like me and you, we've stopped eating as much. If you like to eat a lot, it's a great place to go because the food's tasty. But like we paid a pretty penny. I'll say about $100 for us four to eat, and I ate maybe like a half a plate of food because I mean I haven't really had that much of an
Is it like a
appetite.
buffet at all? Is it
It,
just
yeah, it's like a family style sit at the
Yeah.
table buffet.
The sides are buffet style.
Mhm.
Like you're like if he got the ham and chicken, he got a set amount of ham or chicken, I would assume, and then
Actually, no.
No,
Now
you can
this
get,
year,
so
you
it
yeah,
can get
was-
the meat
yeah.
refill.
Okay.
I think you've always been able
yeah,
to.
it's all straight up buffet style.
Except John.
you could get the meat refilled. That's what I've said that a few times.
Terry Jones, card split next week's matchups. I say they lose to Arkansas, but rebound versus Indiana.
Nope, beating them both.
We'll talk about that here in a few. All right, let's wrap football up for really quickly. Sam, I'm gonna go to you first on this one. How do we win tomorrow? I know you kind of touched on it a little bit. No, Schwan, but how do we win tomorrow?
For one, be more disciplined. Play. This game is going to be between your ears more than anything else out there. The physical part should come natural to these athletes. It's between the ears. You know that things are going to get chippy from the get go, even before the game starts. You know how the fans are, so you got to tune those blue folks out. So that's number one. Number two would be protect the football. We've had teams both in Louisville and in Lexington that should have won, but they didn't because they didn't hold on to the football. We've had the more talented team more times than not and lost because we didn't hold on to the football. And last but not least, we have to stay out of third and longs because I don't know who's going to be our quarterback. I do believe we would have the better quarterback regardless, but you don't want to give anyone a chance to diagnose or sorry, not diagnose, disguise a blitz for you or drop something exotic, and now you're trying to figure out what's going on. So and then you make a mistake, which leads to turning over the football. So those three things: stay focused, stay locked in. This game is going to be between your ears. Hold on to the football and stay out of third and long.
Was it
Stay
Chuck last year that had that like 40-something yard run and got the ball knocked out from behind, or was that?
That was Chuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was last year.
So and the game that we lost a couple years ago, I think it was it Isaac Brown? It was
It wouldn't have been Isaac Brown.
No, it
it
wouldn't
would have been Jawar Jordan or Garendo.
it might have been Jordan. I think it was.
Yeah, it was Jordan.
That had the first down going up, and then he just inexplicably just lost the ball, just fumbled it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we've had the better team in this game a whole lot, but turnovers cost us. Even Lamar with the fumble that I don't know if it was actually a fumble.
It wasn't.
But so just hold on to the ball. That's number two. And like I said, number one is stay locked in. This game is going to be between the ears. Mostly, it's going to be between the ears, and then stay out of obvious passing downs.
One of the this has nothing to do with Louisville football, but one of the most random things that has occurred in the last 6 days. The Bears have won 2 football games. They have beaten the Eagles and the Steelers. They actually should change their name to the Pennsylvania Bears because they own the entire state now. Did Kansas City win this week?
No, they got beat by the Cowboys. The Cowboys
that's
have
right.
the Cowboys have beaten the Eagles and the Chiefs. They are the first team in NFL history to beat the previous season's Super Bowl
In
team
consecutive weeks.
in 5 days, in the span of 5 days.
There you go. Okay.
The Cowboys and the Bears are probably the two hottest teams in definitely the NFC.
Especially since the Cowboys reassured that defense. But we're not talking about them.
No, Robbie said he cooked Thanksgiving and took Mom a plate. Joey took I went and spent the first half of the day with her. Joey went and spent the second half of the day with her.
So it's looking like right now that Sean's team is the only one that's probably going to be in the playoffs.
Holy crap!
Nah, we have a shot. A long shot.
Man,
we have teams that we can beat.
y'all ain't getting in. How much you want to bet a water?
Wes, don't get involved in this bet. Let's keep it clean.
Yeah, I could do that.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think either one of our teams are in.
Fern Creek is in the house. National champions. Robbie said his mom loves the Bears. pretty. I'm kind of my thoughts on the process is this: just put their quarterback in situations to fail. I think that's very conducive for a Louisville win. You are not going to believe my prediction for the game this week. I think it would be a scoregami in the series. And no, it's not 1-0 because it's not possible. But yeah, and then offensively, just run the clock, run the ball, short pass. I mean, just what Miller Moss has done all year: 5 or 6 yard passes, run the ball 2 downs, pass it the 3rd down, or any combination, and that should be conducive to a win.
We need to involve our tight ends tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, well, that's what we said before
Yeah.
the show started. Skinner, Kariski, Hurry, and Collins. That should be this offense. The skeleton offense reminds me a lot of Satterfield's off. Well, except for there's no Des Shatterfield, except for there's no Des and no Tutu. But when Colin and Chris are healthy, it's still because we run a very pro style offense, which is normally run, pass, run, pass. For your bruiser teams, I've told you all time and time again that our offense has reminded me of the Steeler offense, and that's what we Steelers have done from the beginning of time. Run Jerome Bettis, run Willie, run Mendenhall, run Le'Veon, run the guy who we lose last year. Najee, run all of them, and then
Jalen,
and then just throw the ball. So that's what this reminds. We are going to go. Let's get upbeat a little bit because we're all down about the game tomorrow because it really is. You wait the whole year and then you wait the whole year thinking that you're going to see. Here's a prime example. You find out that that the newest. Gosh, I'm trying to think of a comparison. So we're getting the new. Gosh,
I got one for you.
Okay.
You're waiting all year. You're thinking Roman Reigns and CM Punk's going to fight at WrestleMania, and then one of them gets hurt right before it.
No, but that's you wait all year. You led me in the right. I was trying to think of
some wrestling stuff.
I was trying to think of an old like a movie comparison, but we'll go wrestling. You've got your Dream Survivor Series teams. They've been marketed all year long, and then when you get to it, you're watching Sean's Ultimate Survivor Series team.
Oh my God!
Wrestle Gilbert, Max Mini,
Funaki,
El Torino, and Sean Barber, and it's just a big letdown. I'll just be honest with you.
I was going to say the Spirit Squad.
Hey,
what?
We got a world champion on there.
Yeah, accidentally, and a
accidentally. Well, yeah, multi-time.
They didn't plan on him being a. They booked him from the jump. We'll just do that in a different show. But they booked Dolph Ziggler as a joke from the beginning, walking up to everybody in the back. Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler. Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler. They didn't, but also one of the Spirit Squad has been one of the best producers in WWE for over a decade now. So it is what it is. Speaking of segments, let's go to the new hottest segment that's sweeping the nation. Sean, you better not let us down. It's the barbershop.
I don't have anything.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Freestyle.
No, just repeat what you just said.
I don't have anything.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Yeah, that segment is a Sunday segment. I just slipped it in here on the shot. Actually, I forgot to do it.
Whoa.
I said slipped it in.
Right.
Pause. I shouldn't have said that and Sean in the same sentence.
Right. That's what the whoa.
Yeah, Robbie, it's like expecting Tom Brady to play, and then you get to the game. You spend all this money to go watch the game, and you get there, and
I'm your backup quarterback.
Mike Watkins is the
Matt Kessel.
Hey! Don't do my.
Robbie laughing.
Matt Kessel.
MH contracting one. I just lost all my excitement for football. I love them, but I'm more worried about this Ivy League kid visiting for hoops. I'm not worried about it because I don't think I don't. Mom's Kelly, what's up? Hello there, family. I'll tell you this.
Have Quincy fly in, wear somebody else's jersey,
Yeah, he
and
could
play tomorrow.
He could easily like hop in.
They sell like you can get on TikTok. You like put somebody's face on like one of those
I've
stocking.
seen what you
Like
who's out tomorrow on defense? You said
Antonio
Watts.
Watts.
Okay,
our
so
hybrid guy.
tomorrow, Quincy Riley
Quincy Watts.
is Antonio Watts.
Holy crap, dude! The part on the Kevin Hart special where he starts talking about how Quincy Jones lost his mind during the interviews. Oh my gosh!
I've done rock for 30 years.
I did all the Supremes. Supreme stands for Supreme. So anyway, Wes Keith says Fanaki's SmackDown's #1 announcer. Mom's Kelly's in Miami. Let's go. You committed, and now Vanderbilt is the deal. Okay.
I don't know.
Let's shout out our fine sponsors once again. Fitness Market, Four-Pegs, Collision Course, Crew Tailgaters, Cherry Pick and Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House, Beckman's Fine Blades, Josh Jarbo from Remax Realty, and Prime IV Louisville. Speaking of Prime IV Louisville, are you ready to take your health to the next level? Prime IV Hydration and Wellness has a special promotion just for you. Join them now and receive 1 month free with a 6-month membership. This offer is only available for a limited time, so head on over to Prime IV in Middletown to enjoy their customized IV treatments and expert care. Elevate your wellness routine today. Give them a call at 502-251-9836. Let them know we sent you. Let's talk a little bit of basketball. Sam, we're going to let you start off with the women's basketball report. Mom's Kelly said, please beat the Smurfs. I don't even like saying the letters. Like even if you all noticed in my post, I don't capitalize the letters. It's always lower. I know Sean does.
Well, you can't spell suck without a U and a K.
There's a couple other words you can't spell without the U and the K too. Sean wouldn't get to that word for probably about 44 years, but I digress.
Another 44?
3 fortnights.
That's weird because Sean
4 score in 7 years.
But no, I just don't like
How
him.
long was that, Sean? 4 score in 7 years.
Oh, you know he knows. 87, right? 87. I think a score is 20 years.
Yeah, but it's 70.
Sean 70?
No. It's
20 years, 4 score in 7 years would be 87 years.
87. Oh, 4 score?
That's what I said. 4 score in 7 years.
Boom. Sean, I just mathed you.
Dang, loser.
Jason Baker says, I hope Jabari Mack doesn't make Butter Coley look like a first-round draft pick. He got absolutely cooked last week. JB, what's good, man?
Yeah, but that was a better quarterback.
Yeah. All right, Sam, my bad. I interrupted you again. I apologize.
You did?
Yeah, it's about women's basketball.
Oh.
I was joking on Sean.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so today marks the first game of a 3 games in 3 days.
MTE, multi-team event.
Yeah, so they face Eastern Illinois today. They have Eastern Tennessee State tomorrow at Knights Hall at I think it's 3:30, and then they have Bellarmine at the Yum Center on Sunday at 2:00. Today they destroyed Eastern Illinois.
91-38.
91-38.
45-37.
Hardy, 11 points, 12 rebounds.
Yeah.
I literally only looked at it once earlier, didn't I?
Yeah.
That was her.
Ziegler, 7 points, 3 rebounds.
Wait a second. Hold on. Hardy did have 11 points and 12 rebounds, 2 steals, I think. It was her second double-double of her career. She had the first one a few games ago. Yes, Ziegler with 7 points and 3 rebounds. McKinley
legit, man, like off the dome.
Had 12 points. So did Elif, and I can't even pronounce her last.
Just say her last name. You do that every time.
Yeah, Elif. She got the cards off to a hot start, making quick baskets.
Hey, Dad.
Well, that's not on the.
No, I know. I was saying hi.
Oh, Taj Roberts was the one who led the Cards in scoring with 13 points. She came alive in the second half. Look, if I'm Coach Walls, and I'm not, if I'm a member of the coaching staff,
Wait, you're
and
not Coach Walls? I thought you were.
I would find a way to get two players some more playing time.
Hardy.
And Reagan Bender. Bender is one of those players. She plays great defense. She knows where to be, and she's capable of hitting the open shot. Hardy is getting better and better. I was confused as to why they didn't play her more in the Blue Smurf game, because when she came in the late third quarter and fourth quarter, she did a lot of work. She rebounded the ball. She played tough defense. Her offensive game is limited right now to pick and rolls and little soft alley hoops, things like that. But you could try to work with things like that. Today, Bender had a plus minus of 36. That's phenomenal. In the
Plus 36?
Yeah, plus 36. In about 20, 24 minutes of playing time.
Sean's got a plus minus of -6.
So she's
Oh.
real capable of just doing the small things, the little things to help teams win. So I'm curious to see, I'm interested to see how Coach Walls and the coaching staff implement Reagan Bender and possibly Anaya Hardy going down the stretch as we starting to get to the
Seems like you'd want those rebounds in there for sure.
yeah, and
You know what I mean?
don't get me wrong, she like I said, she's getting stronger game by game, day by day. The athleticism is unmatched by anyone else on this team. I've seen her grab rebounds to where it looks like her hands are up by the rim.
Any relation to Matt and Jeff Hardy?
I don't know, but here's what though. Tonight, there was a guy. I don't even know if I want to say this.
Well, it's too late now.
But he admitted earlier that to the lady on the side of him, he's like, "Well, shh, honey, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now." But she was like, "Well, I didn't want to curse."
No.
You got to set the scene. I mean, like, y'all are at dinner?
No, it was at the game at the
Oh,
at the
okay.
basketball game tonight, and
That's what I'm saying. Like, where you at? Are you in the car?
Sorry,
Are you
he-
at
he said-
Walmart? Or
he said, "Well, shh, honey, I don't know what I'm looking at right now." And she's like, "Well, number 9. I'm looking at number 9. Where is she from?" "Oh, she's from Detroit, but I think she has some African in her somewhere along the line." So, so I'm like, "Well, gee, what gave it away? Is it the hair, or is it the
Yes, Wes.
complexion?"
Delete.
Antoine.
And then Sam was like, "Well, if there wasn't, she can't have later on tonight." Never mind.
Antoine.
Antoine.
Yeah.
Pow.
I was like,
Going trekking for gorillas.
like, what the heck, sir? Like, I just
Watch the show. You know.
it was hilarious. But now,
But you know, Ben Wallace and Dennis Rodman weren't scorers, but they
hey,
those rebounds.
and they play great deep. They both
Right.
play great deep.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Sean, we'll explain that noise to you
that's the
later.
comparison. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you want those rebounds in the game.
And not only that, she's one of those players that she switched 1 through 5. I've seen her. Now it's not always as effective, but she can switch and guard onto a shooting guard or a small forward or a point guard sometimes, and move her feet. And that's part of the things that killed. One of the things that killed Louisville on the defensive end when they played the Blue People, because they had their third or forward, whatever you want to call it, 6'3", 6'4", switching out 2-point guards. Hardy can do that from time to time. I don't ask her to do it a whole lot, but at some point,
you don't ask her to do it very often.
I wouldn't ask her to do
Oh.
it a lot, to switch on to point guards a lot, but just from time to time, just to give the teams a different look, things like that, something else to game plan and think of. But I think somewhere along the line, the coaches are going to have to try to find a way to get her and Reagan Bender some more playing time going forward this season.
Chat, let us know your predictions for we'll go back and read them here in a little bit for the game tomorrow. And also let us know what you really liked about the basketball, both basketball teams so far. The men's team just absolutely took care of business this week. They beat EMU, and not Limu the EMU, but Eastern Michigan.
Was Doug on the team?
And Doug, 87-46. McNeely, shout out to our guy. Lance for that one. He's actually said it during the game, which was awesome. 5 3-point baskets. He tallied 17 points, 3 rebounds. He's a rebounded machine.
Oh yeah.
Every time I just marvel at his rebounding abilities. Our guy Ali, Khalifa, he is a whiz, but not Wiz Khalifa. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, couple trays himself, maybe 3. I know he had at least 2. Mikal with 11 points. Conwell with 7.6 rebounds after he went neck first into a player. Kanai with 7 points and 8 rebounds. What I've been really impressed with before we get to the second game of the week is everybody kind of understanding their roles on the team. Like Kanai Roos is going in there. He is the glue. He's going in and grabbing ball. And actually, we go on decent runs every time Kanai comes in the game. Kind of like the transition period between the starters starting to get tired and the fresh people before they catch fire. He does a really good job at transitioning. Robbie said the women's basketball schedule is brutal. And then in the second game of the week, we got we completely destroyed New Jersey Institute of Technology and the Ninjits. We beat them 104-47. Covered, I think read the biggest cover in NCAA history, or the first time that a team that was favored by that many covered it.
Was it 42?
44.5 last time.
It closed at 44.5. Yeah, it opened up at 42, and we beat them by a trillion.
59, I think.
No.
What? 104-47. That would be something. 57.
57 points. Sorry. I was 2 points off. He said, no.
Nah, you were way off. Cards made 23s, rebounding edge of 59-21. Ryan Conwell had 32 points, including 8 of 15 from 3-point range, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. McNeely knocked down 5 triples again on his way to 17 points. Javon Hadley added 12 while shooting a perfect 2 of 2 from deep. You can tell Sean has edited this because the 2 of 2 is all stuck together. The Cardinals collectively assisted on 24 of their 36 field goals, moving the ball really, really well. The Highlanders shot just 31% from the field, could not generate second chance opportunities. Louisville had 20 offensive rebounds to 3. Let's see. Their leading scorer was Quintai Duncan with 9 points, and starters Rogers and Bolden had 8 apiece. Let's see. Louisville's lead ballooning into the 50s late in the second half. They just never found a stretch of rhythm. Their biggest run of the night was 5-0. Again, 57-point win, punctuated by a late layup from our guy Spencer Legg. What up, Spence? Louisville heads to Arkansas December 3rd for their game against the Razorbacks, looking to come back 8-0. And then we also have IU later on in the week. Let's talk about this tough stretch we got coming up. It really should tell us now. Let's put the disclaimer. This 4-game stretch is not going to define us as a whole team because we're not to January yet. We're not to February yet. That's when teams really start to come together and gel. So, and last year we saw us struggle early, and we've not struggled like we did last year this year. But we also not played the 4-game stretch. We played a bunch of cupcakes so far this year.
We did that in that tournament, West Virginia and Oklahoma. Yeah, Battle for Atlantis. We played.
And then we also had
Indiana.
Tennessee.
It was Indiana. They were ranked 11th, I think, when we beat them.
We played Tennessee. Cincinnati beat the dog crap out of us.
Yep.
So we had a tough. We
lost to Oklahoma too, right?
Yeah.
In the championship game.
Yep. We had a tough stretch last year, but it was a little bit sooner this year so far. I can't name one quality team that we've defeated from game 2 to game now. Game 1 to till now. BJL says if we win tomorrow, it has to be very low scoring. Okay, we'll get to the predictions in a second. That's our guy Babu, I'm pretty sure. Of course, I'm thinking with my heart and not my head. Where was I at? Oh, the schedule. So our tests come just a little bit later this year. So the thing that I like is that we've got teams in the ACC. It looks like the ACC is having a bounce back year basketball wise. You got your Dukes, you got your North Carolinas, you got your NC States, just to name a few. So it should be really, really good.
We
so
played
I'm-
Duke twice in
Yeah.
January, like within like a week of
Uh-huh.
each other, ain't it?
Yep, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask this question. Sean, I'm going to start off with you. In this next 4-game stretch, we will go blank. For it to be successful trip, we need to go blank. And I, Schwan, shoot. No, go ahead.
I say 3-1 for both because I think the only team that we will struggle with will be Tennessee because they're very good defensively. But Arkansas, I just don't see it. I think we can beat the crap out of them.
We watched Arkansas last night for the first half, and they were very, very streaky. I think we match up with Arkansas really well.
Yeah.
Sam, I'm gonna pass that same question. So you're saying 3-1? If we do anything less than 3-1, it's a failure of a 4-game stretch.
Yeah.
That was the question. All right, Sam, for you,
2-2. If we come out 500, because like
That's what you think we're gonna do?
no,
it was a 2-part question.
Yeah.
What do you think we'll do? What's considered a failure?
Oh, okay. Anything less than 2-2 is a failure for me.
Okay,
All right.
I tend to agree with you on that.
I think we will come out 2-2.
Okay,
I think we lose to Arkansas, and here's why. Okay, it's a tough place to play. The crowd is going to be there, and it's going to be loud. It's going to be raucous. Arkansas can present so many different problems in terms of offensive wise. I think we can score on them. Right now, our defense is still a little shaky for my liking. We're still getting healthier. I'm still waiting for.
don't you have to play defense for it to be? We're a very pro-oriented team. I don't think we know how to even spell defense. We're pretty loose defensively.
4 or 5 blocks a game.
I mean,
We're getting there. The consistency is not. Coach Kelsey preaches defense. I've heard it in some of his post game shows and even the pregame. Like he's trying to get them there defensively. They chat kills. I think is what it's called. Exactly what the four categories are in their tracking of the kill. But still, I do think we lose to Arkansas, and I think we close the gap as to the loss to Tennessee. I do think we lose to Tennessee again, but I don't think it's as much of a wide variety, a wide score like we did last year. But I know we beat Indiana, we beat Memphis, but I do think we're still getting better defensively. And once Case and Pride comes back to close to 100%, I think his defense's energy will take us to another level right at the right time, middle to late December, heading into January, of course, and then heading into March. But anything less than 2-2 out of this 4-game stretch for me is a failure.
so it looks like, speaking of Tennessee, they lost to Kansas yesterday, Wednesday. And Kansas, not really sure, but not really sure how good they're going to be. Arkansas is kind of the team that could have been for Louisville because you got Wagner, you got Knox, you got Billy Richmond. All 3 guys were guys that we were favored for at one point. Robbie said to set your standards higher, Sam.
I say 3-1. If we go anything less than 3-1, it's a failure. But I think we beat them all because I've watched Tennessee a couple times. I've watched our team 5 times. Obviously, I don't think they can run with us. That's the thing. Teams are going to have to run with us. They're going to have to score with us. Yeah, you can preach defense, but like you said, we're a pro style team. Like you have to score in the 80s, and if you don't score in the mid to upper 80s or higher, you're not going to beat us. Like we're going to score. What are we averaging now? 91, 90, something.
No, it's high 90s. I think
Yeah.
it's like 95.
I mean,
96.
they're going to have to score with us. And I've seen Tennessee play, and like once you get past their starting 5, they have a pretty good drop off. And once you get past our starting 5, you got another starting 5. You know, Frew is like in 5 games. Well, let's say 7 games with the 2 exhibitions. Frew started here. He has improved so much. Kanai Roos from last year to this year. Kanai is playing excellent. You've got probably the best backcourt in the country, not only offensively, but quite possibly defensively with Conwell and McHale. Then you throw in Kobe Rogers and Adrian Woolley on the second line, might be in the top 5 of defensive backcourts in the country. Kobe Rogers is a baller, dude. Like anything less than 3-1 is a failure to me. And I think we go 4-0. I think our biggest tests, obviously, is going to be the 2 games with Duke. And again, after watching them last night, I mean, Boozer's great. I mean, they've got some ballers, no doubt. But
we'll split against them.
But again, they got to score with us.
And their guards, I don't like their guards very much.
Well, and we'll split them, but it'll probably be we lose at Cameron and we win here,
or the opposite. We trade them out.
One or the other.
We are still averaging a very, very timid 96 point.
Okay, I knew I
7 points per game
because of a couple of the games, or the one game rivalry game was in the 80s, so that pulled it down.
96.
Which game we only scored in the 80s? One game,
Cincinnati, and that game on Monday against Emu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was 87, right?
Yeah, 87. I'm just saying it pulls it down.
74 was Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Scoring margin 33.7 points per game. We're shooting 48% from the field, averaging 31 made field goals per game, shooting 38% from 3.
Good.
With 13 makes a game. Free throws are still left to be desired. We're shooting 75% from free throw.
Duke and who did they play yesterday?
Arkansas.
They only had like 12 threes combined at halftime.
Averaging 20 assists per game. That's the one that pops out the most to me. Assist to turnover ratio is sitting at a 2. We're getting 21 points per game off of turnovers.
I think we're
averaging 9.5 steals per game.
I think we're assisting at well over 60% of the field goals are assisted, which just tells you that the ball movement is there.
Jason Baker said we had slow starts both of those games. And I tend to agree with Babu. 2-2 would not be a failure unless one of those losses are against Memphis. That would be a bad loss. I really couldn't tell you what. So I kind of agree. Like I don't know, because if we go 1-3 and our only wins against Memphis, that kind of sucks.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But it would suck. 2-2. If the 2 wins were, if it was Indiana and Memphis, that would be kind of underwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then that puts you have to be 3-1, because if you lose to Indiana or Memphis, that'd be disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that would put 2-2 is the absolute, to me, the absolute baseline. If you can get those 2 wins, it's not a triumph, but it's not a failure. But again, it's just, are the shots going to fall? We've seen Louisville have streaky, as Jason said, we had slow starts in a couple of games. Cincinnati and was it Emu is what we were talking about? It took us forever to get going, and if that happens against either Arkansas or Tennessee, then we could be in trouble. But I have watched Tennessee play. I watched them play against Tennessee State, and then who did I watch them play against the other day? So they lost to Kansas. Oh,
Houston?
No, I didn't watch that game. I watched Kansas.
Watched them play Houston.
And Kansas was without the Peterson kid, right?
Yeah.
So after him, they really aren't that impressive. So if Kansas can hang with them, I feel like we can hang with them. Not really worried about Tennessee. And with Arkansas, are they a true John Calipari team? Are they bully ball? Are they going to just try? Because that's what they did against.
They're not.
Duke. They tried to be physical with Duke, and it did lead to some open baskets. The problem is we can get open baskets too. And we can hit them. So,
and even if we get off to a slow start, the threes start once the threes start falling, and we don't hit just wide open threes. We hit. I mean, Conwell comes down and pops right in their eyeball.
I think
McHale comes down and pops right in their eyeball. McNeely comes off a screen, pops right in their eyeball.
I don't think when we got Ryan Conwell, I appreciated the magnitude of the player he was going to be. I know they said, "Oh, he's preseason All ACC first team," and Michael's first season All ACC first team. But with Ryan, I knew how good of a player he was, but he's taken it up a notch.
I think he's going to end up first team All-American at the end of the season, and he's going to be a finalist for the Wooden Award.
Okay, that's pretty.
He reminds. I'll tell you, he doesn't remind me as a player, but of his impact, he reminds me of what Walter Clayton did for Florida last year. Florida, he was their best player.
I think he's better than that because there was more.
I thought Sean was going to reference a player from like the 50s.
Oh gosh, dang.
No,
Can't nobody do it like old.
they're different players.
Oh, like
but-
Charlie Tyree.
Oh, shout out to
Oh,
Vince.
yeah.
And not that Vince Tyree, not Vince McMahon. So again, I think I've been very impressed with what I've seen. There's not really anything like it's really good to be able to nitpick about stuff that really don't matter.
Well, kind of the things that we nitpicked early on, maybe in the exhibitions in the first few games, they fixed.
Defense has gotten
Let me-
better. much
For
better.
instance, Ali Khalifa, first couple games, he was trying all these really and he connected on some of them, and you were like, oh my gosh, that's a heck of a pass. But he was throwing a lot of these passes that definitely shouldn't have, right?
He still does.
Not as many, though.
At
Not as
least
many.
once a game, I'm like, why did you
Well,
do
one.
that? And it's lucky.
It
Like
was like 5 times a game before. So he's cut it down.
yeah, that's fair. But he does like that. I'm glad you brought that up. That's the only thing that drives me insane. Is that so? If I was playing in a basketball game, there's no way I would attempt to pass because there's always a person right on top of the guy that he throws it to, and it's like, why would you risk a deflection in that situation? And some kudos to the person catching the pass. They're always and they're used to playing with them,
Yeah.
so they know exactly where to get it and put it into play. So I could have gotten to a very sticky situation.
Yeah, you could. But Fruz,
Wes agrees with Joey about what? About water or something different? I'm not really sure.
it doesn't
Arkansas will
matter.
be our.
Basically, he acknowledged me.
Yeah, it will be our first true road game. In those games, you can usually tell in the first 5 to 8 minutes how the game's going to go, especially for Michael. Conwell is playing out of his mind, and the whole team the team as a whole is lethal.
I think they feed off of it.
And our players like to play in raucous environments. They did well in Cincinnati. This will, and I think it was McThreely said earlier this week. He's like, I love to play in hostile environments. So as long as he stays on point and keeps hitting his 5 threes a game, we should be pretty good. Let's close the show out with our last segment, and that is predictions. And locks. All right, let's go to the chat line first and see. We had a couple of predictions in the chat line. Moms Kelly had one. Defense will leave it all on the table. 23-13 cards. I think for us to win, it's got to be something along those lines. 10-6 from Babu. Jason Baker says we have to win big. I think that's what he is saying. Get us your predictions in while we give our predictions. Yes, Robbie, we have a great basketball team. Sean, your lock, then your prediction.
We're going to have an interception return for a touchdown, and I think it's going to be JoJo Evans. I feel like JoJo Evans.
I think it's going to be Quincy Watts.
And then score prediction 20-7. Cards.
Okay, Joey.
I'm going 20-17 Louisville. And my lock is going to be Braxton Jennings for over 100 yards.
Okay. Sam, normally I would let you go last, but I truly feel like I have something special with mine, so I'm going to take the last shot on this one. Sean will explain that to you later. There's an order of operations with
taking the shot back
with trains.
The last shot back?
No, we're basically running a train on predictions and locks. So we have to teach Sean how to do that. Sam?
My prediction is going to be 20-13 Louisville. I do think that Deuce gets to start. I think he leaves Louisville on the game-winning drive.
Okay. My lock is going to be that there are 11 people that start out on offense for Louisville and 11 on defense. And if anybody gets hurt, we may be in some trouble. My score prediction,
That's legit your lock.
Yeah.
Uh.
Yeah. That we're going to have enough players to field a team tomorrow. That's the only thing I can really even think of. 3-2 Cards. We're going to score all the points.
I legit, before we just got right to it, in my head I was 9-7.
For us to win, it's going to have to be 3-2.
Ranveer, game-winning field goal as time expires.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
As long as we win, I don't really care. Again,
I don't either.
It could be 3-0, 2-0.
Here's the thing about rivalry games. One team can be great. We've seen Louisville be the better team and get upset. It's been very rare that Kentucky was the better team, but they've been, and it's not upset when we beat them, but we've won the game. You can never take it. Gosh, the year that Lynn Bowden rushed for 750 yards on us, we were the better team that year. We were a better team a lot of the years that we've lost here recently. West Keys is going 24-10 Louisville. I don't know that we can win this game. I hope we can. But I also don't know who all is available. It's going to have to, for me, it's going to take a Kyle Bolin effort from what year? What year was that, Sean?
2015, I think.
I'm going to fact check you on this
The year
because
before Lamar.
No, Lamar was there that year, but he was a freshman. He was in and out.
Well, I meant
yeah,
the year before he was like the
the year before, yeah.
His
Sean
freshman year.
Sean was not in and
Because 2016 was the year that we lost because of the fumble. That wasn't a fumble.
Check out the Cardinal Rewind this week. It's got all the great Louisville, Kentucky finishes, such as 2000. The Curry Burns, Anthony Floyd, Tony Stallings game is in there. The Kyle Bolin game, 2014. Sean, you were off.
Okay.
44-40.
Loser.
Idiot. 2015, we were down 21-0. Lamar led us to a 38-24 victory.
That was a trash can game, right?
That was the game where Lamar and was it Bradley Jones? Was that his name?
No, it was
Square or something like that.
yeah.
It was something loserish. I don't know what his name was. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't that may have been that one, but the Lamar fight, as you can see in the still shot here, it was number 34, whoever that douche canoe was. 44-17 drumming. Most of our wins, oddly enough, have came in U-Scan Field. We shucked them 41-14 in 2024. Teddy led us to a 27-13 victory in Lexington.
Joker Phillips.
Teddy, which is coaching at NC State. He's the wide receivers coach. Didn't know that till this week. Teddy in 2012 beat him 32-14. Teddy beat him 24-17 as well. Actually,
did Teddy lose to him?
Yeah, his freshman year.
Oh.
Because didn't he throw a couple interceptions in that game?
I think that was
His first pass was, I think, was.
Yep, sure was. We beat them 59-28 in 2006, and on and on and on. So make sure you go and watch as you're getting ready for the game tomorrow. And my eyes starting to water. Holy crap, I hate that.
I thought they said Lacey was out already.
It was Jordan Jones.
Jordan Jones. Yep, that's it.
Yep.
No, they haven't announced Lacey as far as I know. They announced Bell though.
Well, hopefully he can go.
Yeah. Make sure y'all are out there supporting our website and our photographers, Jeff Nunn, TJ Barr, Justin Kruger, and Keith and Renee Russell, and beat writer Sam Baisden, who is present, and Taylor Kopp doing a really good job with men's basketball. I don't know what got in my eye, but it is absolutely bleeding water. Make sure you're supporting them. They do really hard work. Well, they do work. Well, they're there for the game. So Sam will send you a minimum of 4 tweets a game and a maximum of 4 tweets a game. So make sure, all jokes aside, they do a really good job at covering the team. Stay tuned to our social media and subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live, even though we prefer the U of Tube. You can find the audio version on over 125 different podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, and iHeart. Hit subscribe, like, heart, plus sign, or whatever it is Sean's doing under the table to get these episodes downloaded directly to your PC, laptop, or mobile phone. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, it's easy to find. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, go to the podcast tab, podcast drop-down menu, select the CSZ podcast for the last 7 seasons. For our first couple of seasons, hit archives. And for everything on 939, just blame Nick Valvano. We're not going to go into detail on that. Shout out to everybody. He is a party pooper. Everybody out there sharing the podcast, we appreciate you guys. Shout out to Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage doing the Lord's work Monday through Friday from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Shout out to our guy Dalton Pence, who is doing Mondays with DP from 6 to 7 on the Big X, 1450 AM. I think it's 98.1 or 98.3 FM. And shout out to our guys Blake McCauley and Terrence Jennings doing Spill in the Ville. They're doing a really good job with that pod. It's in its infantile stage. And also, don't forget, Dalton has your first listen every day with Locked On Louisville. I don't mention that a whole lot, not purposely. I just want to pump up his radio over the air show, but actually check that out too. Guys, where can people find you on the social media? Joey?
Joe Wallman 526 on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. No, Facebook it wouldn't be. That'd be my name, but
Yeet. Sam?
Baseboy124 on X. Won't be found on Twitter. Well, sorry, no. Won't be found on Facebook. But
no, especially not now that he's in the ship. You ain't gonna find him on Facebook, Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, none of that stuff.
War Games, Lockdown.
Sam Basin,
Lockdown. Sean Zipper, Lockdown.
No, his is locked up. It ain't down. And last but not least,
hold on. Sean's area has a theme song. They got me locked up. They won't let me out.
Copyright strike.
Less than 6 seconds.
That's fair. Sean, I'm not even going to make fun of you this
That's
week.
Sean's nickname, less than 6 seconds.
Jason Baker says, my gut tells me the Smurfs win. Our defense has to spot us some points for us to win, which Sean predicted. We have way too many unknowns on offense to predict a win from him, sadly. That's fair enough. He also says, if Brokeback Nation doesn't win this year, they may never win again. I don't disagree with that. Sean, where can they find you on the media of social?
At Elville Sean and S Barber 6.
No, you have to tell them where.
That's Twitter, Elville Sean. Instagram, S Barber 6.
And where can they find you on what was it I said at the beginning? Bumble is Merkin under the curtain? Is that your Bumble?
No.
Merkin behind the curtain.
So what is your Bumble?
I don't have a Bumble.
See, therein lies the problem, Sean. Now,
if y'all are interested in Sean, the females that are watching, go to Facebook dating and find them.
Guys, if you have an ex-girlfriend that you're trying to get rid of,
I'm so glad he found.
Or if you have a current girlfriend you're trying to get rid of.
Just
If they're a 7 or below, if they're a 7 or higher, holler at your boy.
Joey, not Sam.
Your boy. I'm your boy.
Okay,
cool.
Cool.
Because Sam is locked up. Yeah, Facebook dating.
He did that to me when I walked in the door, and I was like,
The whoop-ah. That was a Chandler Bing.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Robbie says, how has the pregame? That's a great question. I don't know how to answer it, honestly.
93.9 usually has the pregame.
Who has the pre? Okay, maybe that's what he meant was who. I'm just messing with them. So, Sean. So, Merkin behind the curtain. I'm Jeremy _CSZ. Of course, we are collectively at Card Sport Zone on Snapchat, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on the Twitter machine. On Facebook, we are Cardinal Sports Zone, 3 words. We've changed the other one so that we didn't have to have a whole bunch of different
spelling,
crazy things going on. One last shout out to our good friends at Prime IV Louisville. Did you know that regular IV therapy can help improve your energy levels, boost your immune system, and enhance your overall well-being? At Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, their memberships offer a convenient way to maintain your health with monthly treatments. Visit them at Prime IV in Middletown to learn more about how their wellness plans can support your lifestyle and help you feel your best every day. Give them a call at 5022-519836. We've already sent them over a dozen new customers, and we want to continue that. So make sure you let them know that we sent you. We're going to try to get a promo code going. I think that would be very, very smart to do. It would help y'all out. It'd help us out. Also, shout out to our friends Mark and Dan at the 502 Circle. Doing it. Guys, I want to final thoughts. I want to thank you all, the Card Nation, CSE Nation, for tuning in to another season of Friday Night Football preview shows. This is our last Friday show for a while. We know you all enjoy the Friday shows. We really wish we could do these every Friday, but it's time for us to take a little break, right? Once we get into the in season and it's 2 shows a week, it gets to be a lot. However, our new tradition, starting in January, Live with 55 will return for some midweek shows to preview some big matchups in college basketball, ACC matchups. We try to take a break in December, a little bit of a break the last couple of weeks. So we will have a couple more shows before we go on Christmas break. We will at least take you through. We haven't decided when the last show of the year is going to be. Our last scheduled show, because obviously we'll probably do an impromptu show before the bowl game, or here and there. But we'll let you know. Just stay subscribed. We will see you all Sunday night to recap the Battle of the Booboo Grass. Joey, any final thoughts?
Maryland's trash. Control the pet population. Get your pet spayed or neutered like Sean.
Oh,
hoping Colin Lacey can play tomorrow, because that definitely would be a big plus. But just loving this basketball season for sure so far. Obviously, with as many new people as we had come in, wasn't sure how everybody would gel, and it hasn't taken them very long to. It's taken a lot less time this year with this year's team to gel than it did last year's team.
Can you all imagine if this team gets
better?
Not just a little better, because if it gets a little better, it would be crazy. But if it maturates like a normal basketball team does throughout the season, holy crap, 96 points per game now. I can't even begin to imagine.
And I would, most people would say, "Oh, well, you can't sustain that for the whole season," but I think they can.
They probably could, because Mikael Brown is only going to get better. He's just a freshman.
Yeah, think about this: like
only gonna get
the amount that we grew with last year's team from November and December to the time they got to February, right?
Yeah.
If this team does the same amount of improvement,
it might be lights out for college basketball. It really might be.
I mean, I've seen most of the top teams ahead of us play, and like I've seen a lot of college basketball so far this year. A lot of the ranked teams, the teams that are supposed to be up there. Nobody scares me. Like, oh man, like most years you're like, all right, we're playing them. Let's just hope we don't get demolished. You know what I mean? There's nobody that strikes that fear, in my heart from. And how long has it been since we could say that, if ever?
Very, very fair. Because I think we had a couple teams in the 90s that you felt that way about.
I mean, since we've been like fully invested, like in the early 90s, I watched and I cheered for Louisville, but I didn't watch every game probably that I can remember, like we do now. Like you make a point to watch the games. The 80s definitely, didn't watch a lot of games, but like was it 05 Final Four team? Well, we knew that Illinois and North Carolina were head and shoulders above everybody.
Right.
When we went to New Orleans, we knew that there were even that year that there were teams better that were better than us. I haven't seen a team that I can clearly say, oh, well, they're better than us. There may be some that are as good, but none that are better.
Sam?
Fans come out there loud, proud, early, make some noise, try to get underneath those blue folks' skin, let's assert our dominance as a home field advantage. And let's come out there and be the 12th man for our team, who, by all accounts, is looking really depleted right now. But this is the battle for the Bluegrass. This is the battle for the state. We did it in men's basketball. Now we just need the clean sweep in terms of men's football. Sorry, ain't no men's football in football.
I mean, if
Oh.
there was a women's football, I'd watch.
So, but it's time. Let's go ahead and assert our dominance. We got last year at their crib. Now let's protect ours and get another W.
I mean, it's been almost 10 years since we beat them here.
So, and that's all I gotta say about that. Go Cards.
It's time.
It is time. You all, once again, we appreciate all the support. We love you guys. For myself, for Joey, for Sam, and for
Go ahead and say it real quick, Sean.
Oh, it's American season, the Ville. I don't care if we got the ghost of Johnny Unitas playing quarterback. We're beating them.
I thought I asked Sean first.
No, you
he
asked
doesn't
me first.
matter.
Well, no, I needed to hear it's Merkin season in the Ville.
Well, it's not worked the last couple games. So I think subconsciously I was just ready to cut him off from saying that. But for myself, for Joey, for Sam, for Sean, again, thanks again for all the love and support. We love you guys. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast.